Nothing like coming home to some motorcycle parts after work, baby. Let's see what we got in here. Alright boys, let's see what we have in here today. Revzilla stickers. Okay. Oh, this is what I really wanted. Alright, so for some reason on the R1, the front brake lever comes adjustable from the factory, but the clutch doesn't. And the clutch engagement point on the R1 is literally at the very end of the clutch play. It kind of sucks. I don't really like it. But I'm hoping having this lever adjusted and closer to me, the clutch engagement point's not going to change, but having the lever closer to me will help it feel like it's changed and feel like it's not all the way at the very end, if you know what I mean. It was the same way with the R6. ASV levers on R6 really helped. What else we got? Some There we go. Stomp grip tank pads, because the R1 being a matte finish, it's really slippery. So whenever I try to like grip the tank with my legs, they just want to slide as soon as I hit the throttle, and I'd rather not slide off my bike. So hopefully this takes care of it. Let's go get these things installed.
Does she know I don't love it no more? Does she know I don't love it? No. I get a glimpse of that bright light that's peeking through the clouds. I wonder what it'd be like if I wasn't on the ground. I'm looking through a window where there's happiness around, but I'm on the other side, something's weighing me down. If I wasn't with it now, shit.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to my channel again. As you can see, we got a little bit of a different perspective today. I'm actually out with the GoPro on. It's already dark, sadly, but I brought the GoPro out, got my ASV clutch lever installed, my stomp grips on, and dude, honestly, after adjusting the clutch with the ASV lever to like the setting where my fingers can reach it perfect, it literally feels just like my R6 clutch all over again, and I fucking love it. And as for the stomp grip tank pads, can't say that very well, but as for those tank pads, they are really doing their job, and I can actually grip my tank again. I'm pretty sure you can tell by the box that I actually got both items from Revzilla. I mean, they offer free 2-day shipping if you spend like 39 bucks or more. And the tank pads were, I think they were $49.99 or something like that. And the ASV lever, well, I mean, if you're a rider, you know ASV levers are pretty pricey to begin with. But honestly, like, ASV levers to me are worth it. Really good build quality. They're fold away, so they're like unbreakable supposedly. And I don't know, I've never had any, I've always had like, oh fuck, it's getting windy. I had really good results with my ASV levers on my R6, so I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna get levers, I almost didn't get ASV levers. I almost got something else actually. What was it? I think it was CRG. And there's nothing wrong with CRG. They all had good reviews on them and shit. But for like 20-30 bucks more, I can get me some ASV levers, which are the ones I really wanted. And I just spent the extra money and got it. I didn't get a brake lever though. I actually only got the clutch for now because, like I said, they're pretty pricey, and I really wanted to get that clutch thing fixed because, to be honest, I didn't really like the way the clutch felt. Well, like I said, the engagement point on it, how it was all the way towards the end. And now that I have it adjusted, since the end of the clutch lever is a lot shorter than the old one, it feels just the same way my R6 did. So now I really love the clutch, and I love the bike just that much more, just because it feels like the clutch feels exactly the same, and I actually feel like I can ride properly now. But as you can see by the title, today we're going to be talking about why I actually bought an R1 instead of maybe getting another 600cc bike. So if you actually watched my first video back, and you'd probably know by now, I had my R6 for about 4 years, and I mentioned before a couple times that that's always been my dream bike. It really was my dream bike. It was a bike I always wanted. Knew about the R6 since I was a kid, because this backdates to when I was actually a child. because me and Mango, growing up together, we rode dirt bikes. We used to go to a local park over here. It's like 45 minutes away from us, and we'd go riding. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I was the only one with the Yamaha. Like Mango and my sisters, they all had Hondas, and I was the only one with the Yamaha. I had a YZ80, and that's really what drove me to Yamaha, like riding Yamaha dirt bikes as a kid. Then I don't know why Mango got the Honda. I think they got, they got 3 Hondas. They got one for Mango, one for oh fuck, yellow, I should have gassed. They got one for Mango and one for my sister and one for my youngest sister. And I somehow ended up on a Yamaha, which I obviously don't regret. I love Yamahas, and I loved it. I was the only one with the 2-stroke. I loved the way that it sounded. I loved the way it felt. And obviously you ride on the dirt. I mean, well, at least in my case, I rode on the dirt, so I started looking at like street bikes and stuff as I was getting older. And I saw the R6, the R1, you know, and I was like, wow, those are really nice. It'd be really cool to be able to ride one of those one day. And even as a kid, I used to really like dual sports too, even back then. I really liked dual sports. I liked supermotos and shit. And but sport bikes were always the type of bikes that caught my attention. So I'm like, you know what, it'd be really cool if like when I get older I can get a sport bike, especially an R6. And my stepdad used to ride an R1 when he was younger. He had an R1, and he used to tell me all about it. He'd tell me stories about his R1. He had an R6 before too, and he'd tell me about that. And it started putting images into my head, you know, like what if I was on an R6 or an R1. But for some reason I really wanted an R6. I don't know why. I was just always more attracted to it. And I was like, man, I really want an R6 when I get older. And over here in California, when I was in high school, you only had to be 15 and a half to get a motorcycle permit. And I was like, well, 15 and a half? Like, I'm 15, and on 6 months I can get a motorcycle permit. And my stepdad was cool with the idea. My mom at the time, she was like, no, you're not getting a motorcycle. So she was like pretty much against it. She didn't want me to get one so young. She was afraid, obviously, as most parents are. You know, like, oh, you're gonna get hit, or someone's gonna hit you, or you're gonna do something stupid. And I was like, no, I won't. You know, just let me get my license and my permit, because you had to be 15 and a half for a permit, 16 for a license. And I was like, just let me get my permit and then my license. She's like, no. So that never happened. I never got my permit or my license, and I just kept dreaming about getting an R6. And I got older, got my license, got actually my first bike. I didn't have the R6 first. I had a CBR 600. It was a 95 CBR 600 F3. That was my first bike. If I have any pictures, I'll put one up right now. I'm not sure if I still have any. And after that, I rode that bike for like a year, and I got it really cheap. That's the reason I bought it. I bought it super duper cheap, so I couldn't pass it up. So I'm like, all right, let me get this. Got the CBR, like I said, rode that for a year, sold it for like the same price I bought it for. I sold that thing with like 56,000 miles on it, and I bought it with like 44, maybe 45. It's still like that bike for being like, fuck, I don't even know how old it was at the time. This was like 5 or 6 years ago, so it was a decently aged bike, and dude, that thing still ran so well. Whoever owned that bike before me really took care of it. Like, cosmetically, it was in decent shape, but like mechanically, that thing ran fucking perfect. And so I sold it for the same price I bought it for, and I was like, you know, let me just finally start looking for an R6 after I posted it for sale. But the funny thing is, I ended up selling it the day after I posted it for sale, because I was selling it fucking cheap because I got it so cheap. You know, I'm like, let me just sell it for what I paid for it. You know, give someone a nice opportunity to get on 2 wheels like I had. You know, I got lucky when I found that bike. And so I did. The guy came and picked it up, test drove it, picked it up the next day, and that was that. And then like the following Monday, because I sold it on a Saturday, so the following Monday I went out and bought my R6, and I kept that for 4 years. And during that time, obviously I bought the DRZ, and I might stay for right now because I need to get something right here real quick. So obviously I bought the DRZ, and yeah, I had the R6 for so long. I never thought I'd get rid of it within 4 years. I always thought I'd have that bike a lot longer than 4 years. I wanted to keep that bike forever. But obviously, things change. Like I said, situations changed for me, so I had to get rid of it. Well, I didn't have to, but it was easier for me to get rid of it versus selling the DRZ by itself. You know, get rid of both of them in a package deal. But I'm gonna go get something from Safeway real quick, and I'll continue the story when I get back. This is what I want. Yeah, buddy. This is all we came here for. Shout out to you, B. Finally got it.
Welcome. Please scan your first item.
I'm trying. Bitch. I feel like an idiot. It's getting darker earlier and earlier, and it fucking sucks. Look, G7X. Oops. Alright, boys, and we're off to the races now. Where was I at? Oh, yeah. I had the DRZ, but life changed, and I had to get rid of it. So what led me towards the R1? Well, if you take a second to think about it, I've been riding dirt bikes my whole life. I rode 600s for the last 5 years combined. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't tired of the R6. I've said it before, like I really wasn't tired of the R6. But I was like, I feel like maybe if I would have gotten another 600 instead of buying the R1, maybe I would have gotten tired of, not tired, okay, I don't want to say tired, but maybe I would have gotten the itch to get a 1000 a lot sooner if I would have just stuck with the 600, if that makes sense. You know, if I would have bought another 600, I would have been like, I bought another 600 when I could have potentially bought a 1000. And I feel like, honestly, I feel like I'm experienced enough to be able to ride a 1000. I mean, like I said before, I've never ridden an R1. If you watch the reveal video, this is my first R1 I've ever ridden, and it's shit, dude. It's fast. It's fucking fast. I haven't even gone full throttle. I mean, I don't know when I'm gonna go wide open throttle on this thing. I know I will eventually. I'm still getting used to it, you know. I've only had this bike for like 5 days maybe, and not even, yeah, like almost 5 days. And, you know, I'm still getting used to the bike. I'm not gonna just jump on it, be irresponsible, and just try to gas it right away, even with all the electronics that it has built into it. I'm not gonna do that, you know. I'm not gonna jump into it. I'm trying to be smart and responsible still, just like I was on the R6, you know. This thing's got a lot more power. Like, a lot of sport bikes have a lot of power, and you need to respect that. A lot of people don't respect it, and they end up hurting themselves really, really bad. But the last race I had on the R6 was, I was just riding home from work one day, and there was this Challenger 392 that tried to pull up on me. 392 Scat Pack pulled up on me, looked at me. I just took off normally, you know, and then the guy next to me floored it, tried to take off. I let him get like a car length or two head start. Just gassed it, full throttle, second gear, went flying past him, gave him a thumbs up, and just left. And that guy was like, he was excited. He was surprisingly excited to lose. You know, he was just like laughing and shit, like that he got gapped so bad. But anyways, back on topic. Yeah, you know, like I felt like if I would have bought another 600, I feel like I might have regretted it, honestly. Even if it was another R6, I mean, if it was a newer R6, I still feel like I would have regretted it, you know. Like I said, 5 years already on a 600 with between the CBR and the R6. And I felt like if I had to get a new bike, I was gonna go with the R1. I always told myself that. I always told Mango that. Like, when the time came where I got rid of the R6, the only other bike I would get rid of the R6 for would be an R1. And that time came way sooner than I thought it would. But I had to, you know, do what I had to do. I'm doing what I got to do right now currently. And now I'm on the R1. You know, it's like, and why I went with Yamaha in particular for a 1000, it's like I said before, like I don't know, I've always really liked Yamahas. Every Yamaha I've ridden, I've always enjoyed. Oh, come on, guys. I've always really enjoyed. And my R6 never gave me any issues. I never had one single hiccup with that bike. It was always, for the 4 years that I owned it, it was fucking perfect. Like, literally, like, all I ever did was regular maintenance. I replaced the chain on it once, new chain and sprockets. I actually did that like 2 months before I even got rid of it. I had a, fuck, what was it? God damn, I don't remember. But yeah, all I did was replace the chain sprockets. I ran stock gearing on that bike. I enjoyed the bike the way it was. You know, I enjoyed the gearing. On Mango's R6, he's 1 tooth down and 2 up in the back, so it accelerates quicker than mine did. But I honestly, I still prefer the way mine felt compared to his. Another bike I actually considered besides the R1 was an XSR 900. And a lot of people would probably like question me, like, why would you get that? It's practically a 600 super sport, you know? Power wise, from what I've heard and read, it's like, it's pretty similar to it. Now, obviously it's not the same, but it's pretty similar. And dude, with an XSR 900 with an exhaust sounds fucking ridiculous. Like, it's the same thing as the MT-09, which used to be the FZ-09. Same engine, just different styling. I love this bike. Honestly, I do. I love it a lot more than I thought I would. Like, I knew I was gonna like this bike. Come on, it's an R1. I love Yamahas, and it's been proven time and time again to be a great bike, you know? And like I said, I knew I was gonna love it, but I didn't think I was gonna love it this much. Go around this turn. Oh my god, bumps. I'm sorry if it's windy too, because in the area I'm in right now, there's a little bit of a breeze. But I think I'm gonna head to the spot where I recorded the R1 reveal, and I might finish up the video right there on my G7X. It's actually my backpack right now. But yeah, there's just something about Yamaha. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, like, me personally, I feel like everyone always has their own like their own preference, you know? Like, when it comes to the main bike producers, like Kawi, Suzuki, Honda, KTM, Yamaha, Ducati, like, they're all good bikes. Like, I recommend people like to always look at different ones, you know, like see what you like, get a feel for what you like, because I feel like at least in the bike world, everyone has their go-to brand, and for me, like I said, it's always been Yamaha, you know. And Mango did like his Honda, but for some reason he always really liked the R6. Maybe it had something to do with that. Maybe I rubbed off on him with the R6 thing. So when it came time for him to buy a bike, I'm like, you know, you could get an R6, you know, that'd be nice. We could be twins and shit. And our bikes did look really similar. They were practically the same bikes. He had an 07 and mine was an 09. So they were 2 years apart. Like, he had the last year before they made the minor fairing changes. They slightly changed them up. I don't know how many of you guys actually know about R6s, but in 06 and 07 they looked exactly the same, and in 08 and above they slightly changed the side fairings right here. And they have slight differences, but the front end looks the same headlights and shit, you know. Oh my god, it feels warm. But same headlights and shit. And I was like, you know, we could just be twins if you get an R6, as long as you get at least an 06 or an 06 and above. And he looked into it and he's like, when he found it, okay, trip out on this. A Mango's R6 is a 2007, right? And when he bought it with 3,000 original miles. Original miles. So the guy he bought it from was the second owner of it. And the guy that bought it from the first owner, he said he bought it from a doctor, and that guy just let it sit in his office, his doctor's office, as like a little display. Had about a couple 100 miles on it when the second owner bought it, and he rode it and had some fun with it, you know, enjoyed the bike, and he took really good care of it too. That guy kept it in his house. Like, literally, Manuel's bike is spotless. Like, if I get an up close view of it, maybe I should do that for one of my videos. Like, if I get an up close view of his bike, that thing is literally like fucking perfect. And never seen a drop of rain or anything. Like, no fog or nothing. That thing just was so babied. And speaking of like bikes and R6s, this is the road right here where that Challenger tried to race me. I really want to get an exhaust. Like, it sounds good. My only complaint about the R1 is how quiet it is. This bike is like really, really quiet stock. I really want to get the OEM Yoshi one, that special edition one that they had, that has it's Yoshimura full carbon, and it has an R1 logo on it. That is the slip-on that really caught my attention. That's the one I want to get, and it's actually surprisingly not expensive for what it is. 25 cents, mystery flavor. I do have $1. You could put dollars in here too, but I'm not gonna get anything. I'm not even gonna bring my G7X out. I just wanted to keep riding because shit, I don't know, I'm just enjoying the fuck out of this bike. I guess there's not really much more to say. I should just keep this video short, because every time I say I'm gonna keep a video short, it still always ends up being like fuck 15, 16, 17 minutes. I'm like, and even though at the end of the video I still say, hey, I want to keep this one short, that never really happens. So I'm actually gonna keep this one short, and I think I'm gonna close it off here. And also, we're about to hit 100 subs, which means 100 sub giveaway. I still haven't said what the giveaway is gonna be. I mean, it's not gonna be anything major. Obviously, it's only 100 subs. I mean, but still, like, I still want to show my appreciation for the people that actually like sub to my channel, take the time to watch my videos and stuff, you know, like everyone that watches and subs is actually really appreciated, in case y'all don't know. All 96 of you that I currently have, you know, so I mean, I just want to do a little, give a little back a little bit, you know, because when I brought my channel back, I had like 30 subs. I brought it back at the beginning of July when I went to Laguna Seca. If you haven't watched my first video, go check it out. It was a superbike event. And that was my first video back, you know, and to think that was like 2 months ago and I'm already about to hit 100 subs, you know, it's like, it's crazy because I thought it'd take me like to the end of the year to hit 100 subs, and I'm already at 96, you know. I'm pretty happy, you know. I try to make these videos quality videos. I try to put out content that I'd actually want to watch, you know, like, I'm not copying like anyone's style. I'm putting things out from my point of view, and like I just try to, everything I wouldn't want to, myself personally wouldn't want to watch, I cut out while I'm editing, you know. I do it in post. I'm like, hey, I wouldn't want to see this, let me just cut this out, you know. It's like, I don't know, I just hope people are actually enjoying the content I'm putting out, and it seems like people are, because I mean, people are still subbing and actually giving me views and stuff, you know. And like I said, it's really appreciated. I didn't think I'd hit 100 subs within like 2 months, but that's gonna be it. If there's anything else you guys want to see, anything you want done to the R1, or maybe things you want to see me do with the R1, let me know down below, and I'll try to get to it whenever I can, as soon as I can, because I enjoy making videos, you know. So the more ideas you guys give me, the more content I feel like I can put out. So just let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
By the wind of the core, the earth I pull, for the thoughts upon on paper, take it, make it plain. My constant deck that was full of faces, I just gotta lay in time. One of my game, one play at a time, poker face behind a smile, cause I know I can accomplish anything I need to take this game by storm. I'm grinding like the haters' teeth will be, but we'll just wait and see if we can split those seats, record it, make history.